Tracking your Friday forecast, I'm First Alert 25 meteorologist Jordan Evans, and as we take you through future track, things will stay quiet today. Now, I know this model looks a little bit overdone. Now, this is going to be more of that patchy drizzle, especially as we go throughout your morning. But then we get to the afternoon, a little dry air starts to sneak in here, and there might be a few peaks of sunshine across parts of central Texas. But I do think a lot of us will keep the clouds around, and then eventually moisture starts to stream in later tonight. So then by tomorrow morning, you're waking up for your Saturday, getting the coffee going. We might have some more of that patchy drizzle across the area because temperatures will still be below freezing in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Then we go into the afternoon. Things look to still stay mostly quiet, but then by Saturday evening into Sunday morning, here comes the next batch of winter weather. We're talking more freezing rain, sleet, and this one, by the time we get into Monday, we're talking the potential for maybe some pretty heavy snow across the area into early next week. So we had round one yesterday. Round two comes by the back half of your weekend, and maybe a third round by the middle of next week. So we'll break it down your 10-day forecast here in a second. Your wind speeds, a little breezy today out of the north, so that's going to make your wind chill stay in the 20s across the area, maybe even some teens out there too, especially during the morning hours where we have temperatures in the 20s. There's your highs across the state, not high at all. El Paso, the warm spot at 70, but for the rest of us, it is winter, especially in the Panhandle, low 20s. Abilene's at 25, Dallas a freezing 32, and even 40s all the way down to Brownsville, Corpus Christi, they're at 41. So we'll hold on to the lower to middle 30s in central Texas, so there might be some spots here that manage to climb just barely above freezing, but it's not going to be too much melting today with the clouds sticking around. Tomorrow, teens start to sneak into Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, so that's the Arctic air. You see all that pinks and purples to the north of us. That will continue to filter down, especially into early next week. That's when the really cold air starts to arrive for us. Closer look to home today. We're at 34 for Waco, 35 for Temple, mid-30s into the Brazos Valley. So there will be some melting going on east of I-35. It's not going to be much because of that cloud cover. And then these spots that stay in the freezing temperatures throughout the day will not have much melting going on. But the good news is most of the heavy ice accumulation from yesterday was across Bell County over toward Marlin, Cameron, Mejia. So those spots hopefully getting at least into the mid-30s for a little bit to allow some improvement on road conditions. Then by tomorrow morning, there's your middle 20s across the area, maybe some low 20s for Goldthwaite, Hamilton, and with those north breezes, we're talking wind chill values in the teens by the time you start your Saturday. So it is going to be very cold once again. Keep the pets inside because it's not going to be too warm at all, at least for pets to be outside at all for the next week or so. This is a very prolonged stretch of cold weather we're talking in your 10-day forecast. Today, 30, so freezing temperatures all the way through your lunchtime, maybe into the early afternoon. Depending on where you are, east of I-35 might be able to get above freezing. West of I-35 maybe staying at 32 or lower, and then everyone falls off going into tonight. Here's your 10-day forecast. A lot to break down. Freezing temperatures for highs. That could start as early as tomorrow with that next batch of winter weather coming in Saturday evening into Sunday. So it starts as freezing rain, sleet, eventually transitions to snow Sunday afternoon into Monday, and that's what really sticks around as the Arctic front comes in Sunday into Monday. So that's when temperatures fall. Yes, we're talking teens for lows already, and that is a teen for a high by your Monday. Some spots will likely maybe only stay in the teens throughout the day. So that would happen around midnight as the front comes through. Eventually, we are down to single digits by your Tuesday morning, and that's going to be historic cold because we've only had single-digit lows in central Texas for a handful of times in recorded history. That goes back to the 1800s. Then we're talking about that third batch of winter weather. Wednesday into Thursday, that one's still a little messy. Maybe some rain to snow. Some models want to keep it all snow and maybe some heavy snow. So again, this is a classic Midwest forecast that we have going on for the next week or so. Good news is above freezing starts maybe by the end of next week. 40s on Friday, and then a quick bounce into the 50s and 60s with that sunshine. So that will be feeling like summer compared to what we'll have for the next 7 days. So again, keep it right here at First Alert 25. We're going to be tracking that winter blast over the next week here at 25 News.